Ramakrishna, the time of revelation of his being, the Lord of the universe, is coming closer. Within a few years, he will be there in Kasipur. The Kalpataru day is going to come, and we see Sri Ramakrishna revealing his Godhood. But now he is just making the people understand something beyond what you can think is I am. He doesn't introduce anything. When he introduced as a Pandit, well versed in Vedas to know, to be well versed is not an easy thing. Most toughest scriptures of the world and highest knowledge giving of the world, the supreme transcendental realm it enters, which no other scriptures of the world enter. See, all religions, they lack the pure spirituality, they lack. They go up to the level of this universe and a little ahead some concept of God, as if God is sitting somewhere as a king or something like that, Father in the heaven. The concept of, therefore, their limited vision means up to that they could go, and within that they do transcend their nature and go beyond, holding on to that. They realize the truth, holding those who are sincere, those who are dedicating. But the concept of the transcendental realm, the Brahman, the Absolute, the Atman, these have not come into. Therefore, within this framework, that human consciousness, individualized consciousness can conceive the universe and individual, whatever extent, within the nature. Beyond the nature is transcendental realm, but some of the religions keep God beyond the creation. But that understanding of God is true, but not complete, because the absolute existence, they could go to one life, human life. What is beyond life to know? I have to go beyond life and death. I must stand in a realm where I see from birth to death and death to birth. Then we know the cyclic movement. Otherwise we see from birth to death alone, not beyond. Similarly, we see the universe appearing, we conceive, one day it will go away. The doomsday, the whole thing will dissolve back. What beyond? Again it comes into existence, it cannot be known unless you transcend the universe and stand beyond and see the universe. Then you see it is cyclically dissolving the absolute and again reappearing. The whole thing, whatever is bound by time and space, and within the realm of time and space, every bit of existence is undergoing cyclic movement. Whatever you see, it is cyclic movement, because everything is bound by time, limited. Now water you see, water is limited, but it is perennial stream is of pure water the nature is giving. It is making the dirty water cloud as steam, as vapor, and again becoming cloud, and fresh water is coming. You never feel the dearth of water anywhere But water is limited, just because of the cycle. Vegetation, what millions of years back, this vegetation was there, the forest and plants still there, but not the same trees and same plants. The perennial stream of life. Every species is continuing, but same body is not continuing. The seed formation cycle is going on. Hen, egg, hen, tree, seed, tree is going on everywhere. So the whole universe also is going through the same cycle of the Srishti Sthiti Pralaya. Individual life, from the source, it is going circle, 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 each life and death, and finally reaching the absolute. You see, you have seen this Jangir? Jangir making? No. They'll put the duff in the a cloth with a whole thick cloth, and the moment you squeeze it starts coming out. They will just leave one drop and go on squeezing and making circle, 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 circle. Fine. One circle they will put. On that the circle goes on. Small circles. Not like jalebi. Jangir is done very orderly. This each circle is a life and death. We are going through cycles. At the same time we are moving towards the source back. Finally we reach this source. And Jangir ended. How beautifully. Similarly we are passing through number of cycles of birth and death, and the largest cycle. Each you see, moon is moving around the earth. Earth with moon is moving around the sun. Sun with all the whole family of planets is moving around something else. Unimaginable. The moon takes 1 month. Earth takes 1 year. Sun takes 25,000 years to complete one cycle. Where the earth, sun is there today with his family, 9 planets and all that, whole family, is going to be there again after 25,000 years to the same place. It is also moving. And the whole thing is again galaxy. Galaxy itself is moving. Unimaginable. So everything is going on in cyclic order. So also we have to go back to the source. So we see everything going on cyclic because we have transcended the whole existence, universe, and entered into the transcendental realm. If you don't enter into the transcendental realm till you enter one life for beings and one creation and dissolution, one cycle for the universe. When you go beyond and see, you will see it is endless. Everything is endless, endless, endless. Eternity. Everything is passing it. Similarly, the absolute existence of the Brahman. So here we are seeing Sri Ramakrishna appearing, the Lord appearing in human form to give all the secrets of existence. Here he says, when he is explaining Vedas, what I was trying to tell you is Vedas, to understand, to become well versed in Vedas is not an ordinary thing. What a depth you have to go, what a vast learning you must have, what an authority on the language you must be having. In Sanskrit, Vedic Sanskrit is different from our normal Sanskrit. All things and other scriptures, Shad Darshana and all that. with all that knowledge, what man can conceive, the highest conception is the Vedas. With that knowledge, he is sitting in front of God and doesn't know Sri Ramakrishna is the Lord of the universe. Secular, it is as good as ajnana. So Sri Ramakrishna says, when you realize God, the Vedas become like things that are in the dustbin. It has no more value. Its purpose is over. What it was pointing out again and again, that has been realized. Vedas themselves say, Yatra Vedaha Aveda Bhavanti. After realizing God, Vedas become Aveda. All differences dissolve in that. And he is sitting in front of the Lord of the... And Lord is telling, I can see through his eyes. Well, I can see inside him through his eyes, as one sees the objects in a room through the glass door. Through the glass door, you can see inside the room what is there. Like that, through his eyes, I can see what is that storehouse of knowledge. Where does the eyes take us? Face is the index of mind. Face is the index of mind. Each one's face I can see now. Index of mind. What is mind is. So like that, eyes. When does you see inside a person through his eyes is after you are spiritually awakened. For the first time, you start seeing things that are inside with respect to what he knows and to know. He knows that he knows. A person knows certain things and knows that he knows. That can be seen means ready knowledge which a person can use, be it music or scriptures or whatever he knows, engineering, Shastra Vidya, martial arts, sculpture, painting, whatever he knows, that knowledge which he retains, it can be known through the person's eyes, what all he knows. Because I am entering into, not into his mind. After spiritual awakening, you have access to Vijnanamaya Kosha. In Vijnanamaya Kosha, on the other side, unawakened knowledge of the self is also there in that. That's why it's called Vijnanamaya Kosha. God manifests there in the Chidakasha. Chidakasha is the space of consciousness, is there in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha is the Chidakasha, where you see the form, you will enter into Savikalpa Samadhi. But all those are in dormant, unawakened states. Only the knowledge which you have acquired and they are ready to be used, they are in active state. You know how to fix a door, you know carpentry, all this, what all you know. If you go to a realized soul, Sai Baba, what is it? Shirdi Sai Baba. Any person going, he will ask, give me 80 rupees. He will take out his purse and see it is 80 rupees only. Exact amount. Because he knows, the one who has kept he knows, and 80 rupees he has brought. That knowledge. And he will ask, exact amount. 20 rupees, 8 annas you give me. it will be 20 rupees, 8 annas. And the next person, whoever is in need of money, he will immediately give, take this and go. And night while sleeping, his hands are empty. Nothing will be there. This knowledge, hey, do that. You know that work, no? You do that. They will say, go and do that work. Now a pillar is to be erected. You will not tell a person who cannot do it, who doesn't know how to do it. A person just spiritually awakened, go and do that. Means he is seeing through his eyes what is his knowledge. Here, Master belongs to another realm. He is the Lord of the universe. He says, like seeing through a glass, I can see what is his contents. Not only our contents, what we can see after realization of God also. We have limitation unless nature opens. Suppose I want to see somebody's inside after my realizing God, suppose. Or you want to see me within me after you realize God. Unless Divine Mother opens and shows, there is no access to, you are realized. You know how to enter also, but the doors will be closed. And Divine Mother, the nature, if she has a purpose to get done through you, or has a purpose to reveal it to you, in no time she reveals. And whole thing. But yet we can't know the spiritual knowledge which is hidden in a person after his realization also. It is belongs to the transcendental realm to which only God has access to it. So when Sri Ramakrishna says, I know, I can see, he can see the hundreds of past lives through which he has come and what is recorded inside him. And how his course is going to be in future also. Because with the same trend you will be moving. Whatever trend you have acquired, whatever nature of whatever vehicle you have acquired, whatever speed with which you are going, like planet around the sun, you are moving, and with the same speed, with that same trend you will be moving. That God knows. We do not know. God has access to every bit of when from you left the absolute, the source, from source, how did you come? What all happened, all these lives, and how are you going to reach the end? The whole thing, it's open. One of the definitions of Bhagavan is one who knows every bit of every jiva. Every bit of every jiva. Lives after lives, what you have taken, every bit regarding that jiva. Sthiti gati. What is the present, what was the past, what is the gati? Where is going to, it is going to culminate. The path by which he is treading. Everything. This is one of the important definitions of Bhagavan. Six Bhaga, Shad Bhaga. Apart from that, another definition is there. Yo Veti. Every, no, not Sarvam. Every of the, regarding every jiva, every bit of knowledge regarding every jiva. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, it is like seeing through the glass house, I am seeing within. From the glass door, if you can see inside the room, like that I can see everything, what is there inside. This, to certain extent, you will be able to see after your spiritual awakening, the prachoda, because you are entering your own Vijnanamaya Kosha. As long as your body, you will know body. When you transcend body and go, you see the transcendental realm of the other also. You see the Chaitanic existence of the other Jiva also. Every soul, you may not be able to see Chaitanya in matter with spiritual awakening, but you will be able to see every Jiva with the Chaitanya within. It will be like lighted lamps. The difference between two Jivas will be how much of light is coming out. Because some are perfectly transparent, some are not transparent, translucent. Degree of light coming out because of the darkness the soul is covered with, the karmic load and vasanas. All of you have come here. It is not an ordinary thing. Unless there is some amount of transparency, more of transparency in the inner layers, you cannot come to the feet of the Lord. So, by grace of God, you have been here now. What makes you is you are able to understand your status to great extent and aspire for higher. I want something higher. I am not satisfied with the present. So Sri Ramakrishna says, I can see within him. Means what you are telling is true, that he has all the knowledge of scriptures and Vedas. Only thing is lacking is realization. He has known the path through map. He knows the map. He has to begin the journey. Trailokya sang. One of the leaders of the Brahmo Samaj, after Keshav Sen, Vijay Krishna Goswami, Trailokya Sanyal, Shivnath Shastri, these are all the one who is very intimately known and has total lenience with Thakur as my master. And they have undergone tremendous transformation. All the vows that they have taken as the members of Brahmo Samaj is becoming little loose. Whether to hold on or not hold on. Suppose I don't bow down to the images. One of the vows, their vows, Saguna Sakara, they don't entertain. Nirguna Nirakara. But when they see the purity, innocence and simplicity of Sri Ramakrishna, they surrender. Yes, there might be something called Divine Mother, really. Just by looking at him, his absolute purity. One of the biggest opposition by Shivnath Shastri and all these people of Brahmo Samaj is that, why do you leave your wife? You are doing injustice. That was. Thakur has only one answer. Mother has kept me in this state, what shall I do? Slowly afterwards, much later, they will start accepting, oh, the supreme and the highest ideal he is presenting, and where he has kept the, one of the earlier chapters is his relationship with his wife. In this gospel introduction, there they present what was his relation, on what pedestal he has kept his wife, and what pedestal he has kept the woman, the supreme, the ultimate Brahman and Divine Mother. They are identified each other. and woman and wife are kept in the same status. Unimaginable. So later on they will understand little by little. As they move towards realization, then they will start understanding what it means. What it means. Everywhere. To understand the Thakur's words or actions or life it takes long time. Because we want to balance between the world and spiritual life, which is not possible. And what is between my ideal and my life? I have certain greatest ideal in my life, and my life is different. Ideal is far away. There is a gap. Ideal and life must be one. Whatever I want to be, I have to be that. But when the gap is there, what do? Fill it with words. Gap is filled. Big talks. We will fill that gap. Brahman, Atman and all that. So, only thing Sri Ramakrishna emphasized was realization. Realize God. Nothing short of it. Nothing short of it. And for that you have to pay the price. What is the price? Totally giving yourself entirely to God. Unconditional surrender. Unconditional giving. No conditions. It is unconditional giving forever. You are His and He is yours. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.